Hello and welcome back to the second session of 4024 May June 21 1-2 paper. In this class, students will begin our session with question number 9. All these lessons we are making in order to facilitate the students due to the problems of COVID-19 and in order to bridge the gap of the syllabus due to COVID-19. I hope students you have watched the previous lesson carefully and you're clear about and those all questions, and let's begin with the class. In question 9, the question says the sketch shows the position of three villages A, B and C. A is due east of B. A is due east of B. What does this term mean? That A is at such a position from B that is making the 90-degree angle at this position. Use the ruler and compass only to complete the scale drawing of the triangle ABC. The scale which is given is 1 centimeter to represent 1 kilometer. It's really important to read, understand and underline important terms of the question and follow the instructions which are given to us. For 9 kilometers, the examiner has given us almost, this is, let me keep the ruler here, this is 9 centimeter. Due to the printing problem, this can have the length can be little big or small, so no matter. Okay, now you can see that the distance from A to C, length A to C is 5 kilometers. It means that I have to open arm of compass of radius 5 centimeters. So let me open the compass. Okay. 5 centimeter. It can have a little problem, but I'll try to make it accurately as possible. Okay, let me open it up little more. Okay, so what I have to do is that I have to keep the needle of the compass at vertex A and I have to draw the arc. Okay. This is for 5 kilometer and AC distance, and B to C is 8 kilometers. So let me open arm of compass 8 centimeter. This is 8 centimeter. And now what I have to do, I have to keep the vertex of the compass. Okay. I have to keep needle of the compass at vertex B and I have to draw another arc. That arc must cut already drawn arc, and this working must be available present in your solution. Do not drop this. Now we are getting the point of intersection of these two arcs, and let me draw these two positions. Let me join these two positions with vertices A and B, and this is how we have created the triangle ABC according to the scale. Okay, and this has to come over here, and now from this side I have to join this point with vertex A, and this is the position for C, and I have to write as I'm drawing the scale drawing. So for 5 kilometer I have drawn 5 centimeter, and this is 9 centimeter that the examiner has already drawn, and then this is 8 centimeter. I hope you are clear that how easily we are drawing this scale drawing which is given in the question. If you find any difficulty in sketching the diagram, you can go to the channel library and you can please watch the lessons about the basic concepts of the locus and constructions. Over there you can find the lesson that how to construct the triangle when the lengths are given. Now this part is done, and let's read the question. Question says that measure the bearing of C from B. Measure the bearing of C from B. Here it's really important to read and understand the term measure. Measure means that we are not given with the angles already. We have to make use of protractor to measure the angles. So what we have to do is that if we think about the angle which is at this place, that is from north to B to A, this is of my 90 degrees. but we need to find what turn. We have to measure the bearing of C from B. Recall my lessons of bearing, that on what point I have to draw the compass. I have to draw the compass at vertex B, and I have to reach at what point? I have to reach at point C. So if I'm drawing the compass at this position, okay, these 2 points are at the position of east and or north, so this is definite that the starting point will be coming at this place. And now I have to find out, think about this whole turn. And now we do not know about this angle, so what we can do is we can keep the protector over here, and we can see that what is the angular turn of this inner angle. Okay, the 0 line is hiding this A to B line. And now look at the turn. This is 30 and this is around. In my diagram, I have to look at this red line. Okay, I have to look at this red line, and this is around 35. It can have little error, but it has to be around this answer, 35. Okay, now the bearing of C from B will be equal to bearing of C from B will be equal to what? 90 plus 35, and which is 5, and 9 and 3, 12, around 125 degrees. I hope you are clear about this question, and let's move to the next question. Write 270 as the product of its prime factors. Really easy question. Again, D1 chapter number 1. Okay, 270 as the product of prime factors. So what we have to do is that we have to write 270 first, and then we have to show the division process and recall the rules of divisibility, that the unit digit is 0, so we can easily divide this number by 2. 2 how many times? 2 ones are, and then 2 threes are 6, and 1 goes over here, 2 fives are 10. Now see, the unit digit is 5, so we cannot divide this by 2, but first check it for 3. 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 1 9, and this will become 3 4s are 12, and 3 5s are 15. Again we can see that 5 plus 4 is 9, so we can easily go with 3 15 times, and 3 how many times? 3 5 times, 3 5 times, and 5 how many times? 3 5 times, and 5 how many times? 5 1 times. So the prime factors of 270 are 2 multiplied by 3 how many times? 3 how many times? 1 2 and 3. 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 1. Okay, and do not forget to write the answer in short form in index notation. 2 is coming once only, multiplied by 3, 1 2 and 3, 3 cube, and multiplied by 5. I hope you are clear about the how to express the number as a product of prime factors. 2 multiplied by 3 cube multiplied by 5. And you can easily secure 2 marks over here. And then the question says, find the highest common factor, HCF. So HCF of 270 and 225. Recall my previous lesson that what is the method for finding the HCF of 2 or 3 numbers, as we already have expressed 270 as the product of prime factors. So first thing is that in order to find HCF, we have to express 225 as well as the product of prime factors. And now you can see that the unit digit is 5, so we cannot divide this by 2, but first check for 3. 5 plus 2 is 7, plus 2 is 9, so we can easily divide this by 3. 3 7s are 21, and 3 5s are 15. 3 7s are 21 and 1 goes to, and this will become 75. And then the next one is that again 7 plus 5 is 12. 3 25 times, and 5 how many times? 5 5s are, and 5 ones are. Again you can see that we are easily reaching at the prime factorization of 225. That will become 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5, and which is equal to 3 square multiplied by 5 square. But this is not the end of the question, because the question says HCF. HCF is the product of common factors only. Okay, now so what we have to do, that we have to write both the numbers together. 2 multiplied by 3 cube multiplied by 5 for 270, and for 225 the factors are there is no 2 here. 3 square multiplied by 5 square. Now you can see that HCF is the product of common factors only. So what we can do is that as there is no 2 in the second number, so there are no chances of 2 to come in HCF. And now for 3's, in 273 is coming 3 times, and in the other number 3 is coming only 2 times. So 3 times 3 will be common factor only. So 3 square, or 3 multiplied by 3. And for 5's, again in one number 5 is coming once, and in the other number 5 is coming 2 times. 5 multiplied by 5. So there is the chance of 5 one time only. So 3 3s are 9 multiplied by 5, 45. So 45 is the HCF of this question. Okay, really easy question, D1 chapter number 1. Moving to the second question. Again, this is the traditional question. I always ask this thing to my students, that they should have good grasp on substitution or elimination method. Let's read the question first. Question says, solve the simultaneous equations and show your working. Okay, so the equations which are given in the question are 5x plus 2y equals to 7 and 2x minus 3y equals to 18. You can see that none of the variable has the same coefficient, so we have to go for the balancing of coefficient. Before going to the exam, you should have clear idea and understanding that by which method you will be solving the simultaneous equations question, because this is one of the definite questions of your O-level examination. If I'm observing the equations carefully, we can see that if I'm balancing the coefficients of y, I have to do less working. Why? Because the signs are different, so I simply have to add them up. And now look, what I can do is to balance the coefficient. Here the LCM of the coefficient is 6. So in order to make the coefficient 6 here, what we have to do, we have to multiply this equation 1 by 3 and equation 2 by 2. So be careful. This is again a common error, that the students mostly multiply one side of the equation by the number for balancing, not the other side. So when I will be multiplying this first equation by 3, it will become 15x plus 6y is equal to 21, and the second equation will become 4x minus 6y is equal to 36. Now look that we have 8 into is 36. 8 into 36. Okay, we have the same coefficient with opposite signs. So what we can do is, in order to get any one of the variable, we can simply add up the equations, and when I will be adding up the equations, I can get rid of this y terms easily, because 6y and minus 6y can go easily. And then 15 plus 4 is 19x equals to 6 plus 1 is 7. 7, and 3 plus 2 is 5, and this will give me 57. And now what we can do is that we have to find the value of x. So what we will be doing, we'll be shifting this 19 to other side, and this will be 57 by 19, and read the table. 19 ones are and 19 threes are, x equals to 3. Really easy question. Okay, after getting value of the first variable, what we have to do, we have to replace that value in any one of the equations. Replace x equals to 3 in equation 1. In equation 1, so when I will be replacing x by 3 in equation 1, I can easily get value of y. 5 times 3 plus 2y equals to 7. 15 plus 2y equals to 7. Shift 15 to other side. 2y equals to 7 minus 15 minus 8. Okay, 2y. And now shift this 2 to other side. Y will be equal to minus 8 by 2, which is equal to minus 4. I hope really easy and interesting question, and fill up the answer spaces. X equals to 3, y equals to minus 4. And let's move to the next question. Okay, question number 12 say, Lara goes for the cycle ride. The distance time graph shows her journey. And if you look at the graph, we can see that y-axis is the distance axis, and distance is in kilometers, 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. And the x-axis is the time axis, 10 to 10:30 to 11 to 11:30. It's really important to, before solving the question, you have to observe the graph carefully, that although the scale on the y-axis is ending in front of 25, but the graph is not going in front of 25. So this is also one of the important point to observe. And then if we look at x-axis, we can see that from 10 to 11 we have 1 hour, and 11 to 11:30 we have half hour. So the total length of the journey, or the total time, is 1/2 hours. This type of problem often comes in the graph of statistics as well, cumulative frequency curve. Students mostly just see y-axis. They do not observe ending point of graph, and that causes them in big trouble. So you have to see that what is the ending point of graph as well. And now coming to the question, that calculate Lara's average speed in kilometers per hour. One thing is that average speed and in kilometer per hour for the whole journey. Okay, so it's really important to underline important terms of the question. So average speed, formula for the average speed is distance traveled upon time taken. Average speed, and answer has to be in kilometer per hour. Total distance traveled, total distance upon total time taken, total time. Now look, what is the total distance? We can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If 5 blocks are showing 5 kilometers, so it means over here we have the 20, and how many more blocks? 24. So this is the place for 24 kilometers. Total distance is 24 kilometers. And now let's talk about the total time as well. 10 to 11 is 1 hour, and from 11 to 11:30 is half an hour. So the time that she is taking is 1/2 hours. 1/2. So 1/2 can be taken as 3/2, 24 upon 3/2. Now look, 24 divided by 3/2, which is equal to 24 multiplied by 2/3. 3 how many times? 3 ones are, and 3 eights are, and 2 times 8 is 16 kilometers per hour. Okay, yes, 16 kilometers per hour. So average speed for the whole journey is 16 kilometers per hour. Unit is already given in the question. Moving to the next part. The question says, let me keep the question here, that a car travels at the constant speed of 10 meter per second for 80 seconds. 10 meter per second for 80 seconds, and it then decelerates at the constant rate of 0.5 meter per second square until it stops. On the grid, draw the speed time graph of the journey. Okay, now look, that for 80 seconds, so this is 20, 40, 60, and this is 80 seconds, a car is moving with the constant speed of 10 km per hour. So it means that for the speed 10 and time 80 seconds, we have to draw the line which is parallel to x-axis. And for the journey which is after this, the car is decelerating, slowing down at the rate which is 0.5 meter per second square. So formula for the acceleration or deceleration is final velocity, final velocity upon final time. Final time. Okay, now look, we are not given with how much time that is taking, but the rate of deceleration is given, and final velocity is 10 upon total time, final time. Now final time will be equal to 10 divided by 0.5, and this will be, I will be removing the decimal, 5 ones are and 5 twos are. Final time, it will be taking that for the deceleration part, it will be taking 20 seconds. So in order to draw the speed time graph, what we have to do is, students, that for 80 seconds we have to move with the constant speed of 10 meter per second. So I will be drawing, I will remain parallel to x-axis. I will remain parallel to x-axis. This is like this. And for the deceleration part, what we have to do, because I have to I have to come down to the rest as well. So this will be like this. This is my deceleration part. And how to get the time? Time we are getting with the help of the formula. So it's the time to color this portion, deceleration portion as well. So this is my deceleration portion where I'm moving, I'm slowing down, or the body is slowing down from the speed of 10 meter per second to the rest condition in how much time, that is 20 seconds. I hope really easy question and interesting question. And let's move to the next question. And let's read the question again. Question 13 says that write 0.00053 in standard form, and this is 1 mark question as well. Okay, so we have to learn to apply the trick as well. As we know that in order to write a number in standard form, a number must be expressed in the form of a multiplied by 10 raised to the power of n, where a is the number between 1 and 10 only, and n has to be the integer that can be positive, can be negative. So this number 0.000053 is less than 1. So in order to bring the number in the range, what we have to do is we have to think is that we have to insert the decimal after 5 or between 5 and 3. Now look, how many moves? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 moves. 5 moves towards the right hand side I'm taking. So 5 moves towards the right hand side means it will take the form 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5.3 multiplied by 10 raised to the power of minus 5. So really easy. Okay, 5.3 multiplied by 10 raised to the power of minus 5. Minus 5. Okay, let's go to the second part, and the second part says evaluate 1.5 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 14 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 6 and give your answer in standard form. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to write on the question 1.5 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 14 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 6. Now look, what we have to do, we have to multiply the numbers with numbers. 1.5 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 14 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 6. Now look, for some time forget about the decimal, apply CIP rule. Okay, count, ignore and place. 15 times 8 is 8 5s are 40, 8 1s are 8 and 4 12. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to place the decimal back, as the question has the decimal after one digit, so it will become 12 only. 12 multiplied by, now here as the bases are same, so what we have to do is we have to add up the indices. 10 multiplication law of indices with same basis, so this has become 12 multiplied by 10 raised to the power of 20. Now look, our answer is somehow closer to the correct answer, but if we look at A part of the question, A part is not in the range 1 to 10. So what we have to do is we have to bring this number down. So what I will be doing, I will be multiplying and dividing 12 by 10. So 10 raised to the power 21 10 raised to the power 20 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 1. So this will become 1.2 multiplied by, here again I have to apply multiplication law of indices with same basis, 10 raised to the power 21. So it will become 1.2 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 21. I hope really easy and interesting questions. And let's move to the next question. And the next question says that the length of the path is measured as 62 meters, correct to the nearest meter. Correct to the, this is again really important term. I always advise it to my students to read, understand and underline important terms of the question. Write on the upper bound of the length of the path. Okay, as the measurement is correct to nearest 1 meter, so in order to get the upper bound of the length, what we have to do is that we have to add the half of 1. So upper bound of length will be equal to upper bound of length of path equals to 62 plus 0.5, as we have to divide nearest 1 meter. 1 divided by 2 is 0.5, and this will give me 62.5. First complete your working on the answer space and then move for the final answer. The next part says that the mass of a bag of peanuts is 80 grams, correct to the nearest 10 grams. Calculate the lower bound of the mass of the 5 of these bags of peanuts. Okay, so calculate the lower bound for 5 of these bags. Okay, this is again one of the important questions that my students ask, that what if we find the total mass of 5 bags and then we find the lower bound of that. Look children, what we have to do is we have to read the question carefully, as the question says that the mass of one bag is 80 grams nearest to 10 grams. It means first of all I have to find the upper and lower bound of one bag, and then we have to go for the upper or lower bound of the required number of bags. If the question does not say this statement in the beginning, then you can find the final answer first and then you can go for the addition or subtraction. So mass of one bag of peanuts, mass of one bag equals to 80 grams, and we have to find the lower bound. So lower bound of one bag, what we have to do is 10 divided by 2, which is equal to 5. Lower bound of one bag, lower bound of one bag. 80 minus 5, which is equal to 75. And now lower bound of 5 bags. 75 multiplied by 5. Okay, 5 5s are, as this is paper 1, so we have to perform the calculation on the working space. 5 5s are 25, 7 5s are 35, plus 2 is 7, 375 bags. 375 and grams. Okay, as this is a mass, so 375 grams. Really easy questions. And let's quickly move to the next question. Okay, and the next question says, use the ruler and compass only in this question. Okay, and we are given with the quadrilateral PQRS. Construct the locus of the points inside the quadrilateral PQRS, which are 6 centimeter from S and equidistant from QP and QR. Okay, and then shade the region inside the quadrilateral PQRS containing the points that are more than 6 centimeter from S and closer to QR than to QP. Okay, again a locus and construction question. Recall my basic lessons of locus and construction, that what locus we have to draw which is at equal distance from one fixed point, and what locus we have to draw for two intersecting lines. So for one fixed point we have to draw a circle of radius 6 centimeters. So what we have to do is, first we have to open arm of compass of radius 6 centimeter. Hold the compass and open it for 6 centimeter. This is 6 centimeter. Very easy question and very interesting questions. And we have to draw the locus 6 centimeter from which vertex? From point S. So what I have to do is that I have to open arm of compass of radius 6 centimeter, keep the needle at vertex X and draw the locus. Okay, this is the locus 6 centimeter from S. And then after that we have to draw another locus that is equidistant from QP and QR. Now focus that here we have 4 letters, okay, 2 intersecting lines. The letter which is common, which is coming at 2 places, that will be the place where we have to draw the locus. And what locus? Angle bisector. Okay, so in order to draw the angle bisector, I have to keep the compass at what vertex? At Q, and I have to open arm of compass of suitable radius, and I have to draw one arc first. And then if you feel any difficulty in understanding how to construct perpendicular bisectors and angle bisectors, you can watch the lesson from the channel library, for which I'll be giving the link in the description box. Okay, now what we have to do, keep the same open compass. Do not disturb the radius of compass and draw arc. One arc at this place and another arc at this place, and these 2 arcs have to intersect each other. Okay, now the point, the place where these 2 arcs are meeting each other, we have to draw the line from there, and that will be the angle bisector for Q. Okay, let me draw the line here. Okay, then let me draw the line carefully. It should not give that I'm leaving more space to any one side. Yes, it's approximately okay. Now I have drawn the locus. This is the locus 6 centimeter from S. 6 centimeter from S. I have to label the loci as well. Equidistance, locus equidistance. This is a circle. And angle bisector. Now after drawing these 2 loci, question says that we have to shade the region. Okay, but that region has to be one thing inside the quadrilateral. So it means it can be anywhere at this place. But the second condition is that they are more than 6 centimeter from S. It means that locus cannot come in this region, because before this region every point is at the distance less than 6 centimeter from S and closer to QR than to QP. On this line, QPST, on the QT line, all the points are at equal distance from these two sides. Now the required object has to be more than 6 centimeter, means outside this region, but closer to QR, towards QR than to QP. So the region that we will be getting for this will be this region. I hope students you are really clear that how we are deciding that which one will be the required region, because the question says that the required region is more than 6 centimeter. So we are not going inside the circle. And the second thing is that we have to remain closer to what? We have to remain closer to what? We have to remain closer to QR than to QP, okay? And we have to remain closer to more than 6 centimeters. The concept can be used in your everyday life as well for the investigation of different types of problems, okay, and for the construction of the problem as well. So you have to understand the question carefully. Okay, this is the kite type formation is the region where you can find your answer. I hope really easy question. And let's move to the next question. And the next question is again really easy question, and that is about algebra. Let me read the question carefully. Question 16 says that if y raised to power k raised to power minus 2 is equal to y raised to power 5, then we have to find value of k. Very easy question, and we have to write the question once again. Y raised to power k raised to power minus 2 is equal to y raised to power 5. Now multiply these two indices. It will become y raised to power minus 2k is equal to y raised to power 5. Bases are same. We can equate the powers. And according to that, it will become minus 2k equals to 5 and k equals to 5 by 2 with minus sign, or that can be written as minus 2 whole 1 by 2 or 2.5. So this will be the answer. Okay, now moving to the second part, and the second part says that simplify x raised to power of 3, x raised to power 1 by 3 by 2x raised to power of whole 3. So let's start the question. Here again the laws of indices examiner is testing, or 2x raised to power of 3. Now there are two ways of solving this question. First, what we can do is that we can solve the bracket. Like what we can do is that we can apply laws of indices on x raised to power of 3, 1 by 3 minus 1. Or what we can do is that 1 is bigger, so I can bring this 1 by 3 down, 1 minus 1 by 3, and this will give me 3 minus 1 plus 3, which is equal to 2 by 3. Okay, now the question will take the form x raised to power of 1 by 3 by 2x whole 3 equals to 1 over 2 x raised to power of 1 minus 1 by 3, and as I'm bringing this x down, so it will become 1 over here raised to power of 3, and then this is 1 by 2 into x raised to power of 3 minus 1 is 2 by 3, 2 by 3 and whole cube. And now what we have to do is that we have to apply this index on all terms inside the bracket, and it will take the form 1 over 2 cube into x raised to power 2 by 3 multiplied by 3. This will go with this, and I will have 1 over 2 raised to power 3 is 8 and x square. So I hope you are really clear about this 1 over 8 x square, or some of the students can or may give the answer that x raised to power minus 2 by 8. In both ways it will be correct. Moving to the next question, the question says in a sale the price of a coat is reduced by 25%. The sale price is 120. Calculate the price of the coat before sale. Okay, try to understand the question that in the sale, whenever there is a sale declared, the shopkeeper gives or reduces the price of that object, and in the sale that price after reduction of 25% is 120. We have to find the price of the coat before the sale. So if out of 100%, actual price will be taking 100%. So what we can do is we can use the ratio method, that if the price is reduced 75%, then what we have to do is we have to pay 120 rupees, because 100 minus 25 is 75, and when the price was 100%, how much amount we had to pay. So as this is a direct proportion question, so 75x will be equal to this will be equal to 100 multiplied by 120. Okay, now x equals to 100 multiplied by 120 divided by 75. Okay, now read the table. 25 3s are and 25 4s are 25 4s are 100, and 3 1s are 3 4s are, and we are left with 4 times 40, and that will become 4 times 40 is 4 4s are 16, 160. So the price before a sale or without sale was $160. I hope really easy questions. Let's move to the next question, and let's read the question carefully. Question 18 says, y is inversely proportional to cube of x. Really easy concept. You have to read and understand and underline important terms of the question carefully. Y inversely proportional to cube of x, and when x equals to 1 by 2, y equals to 24, find the formula for y in terms of x. Okay, the examiner can instead of asking formula for y in terms of x, he can ask equation connecting y in terms of x. So in any case, my students have to be really clear. So y, because y inversely proportional to cube of x, 1 over x cube, and y equals to k over x cube. Now what we have to do, that when x equals to half, when y equals to 24, replace the values. 24 equals to k times 1 by 2 cube. 1 by 2 cube is 1 over 8. 24 k, do not go in decimal form, because that will be putting you in more trouble. 1 over 8. Okay, cube of 2 is 8. Now we know that this 8 will be going up, and equation will take the form 24 equals to 8k, and shift a to other side, and your equation will take the form 24 by 8 equals to k, or k equals to 8 1s are 8 3s are, which is equal to 3. So we have found the constant of variation here, and now we have to write the equation connecting, and equation connecting will become, so I do not have to move further from here. So y equals to 3 over x cube will be the required final answer, and fill up the answer space as well. Y equals to 3 over x cube. Okay, now the second part says that we have to find value of y when x equals to 1 by 3. So what we have to do is that we have got the answer or the equation connecting y and x in the previous part, y equals to 3 by x cube, and x has to be replaced by what? 3 over 1 over 3 cube. 1 over 3 cube. Again, what I have to do is I have to take the cube of both the numbers. This is 3 and 3 cube is 27, 1 over 27. Now this 27 will be taking a jump and it will go up. Y equals to, let me show the working in one part as well, because some of the students may find difficult. Look, 3 divided by 1 over 27, and now 3, I have to change this divine sign into multiplication sign, and I have to take the reciprocal of this. So this is how I'm doing this working. Y equals to 3 times 27, 3 times 27, and 7 3s are 21, 3 2s are 6 and 2 8, y equals to 81. Really easy and interesting questions. You should just have the command on the basic concepts of D1 and D2 and you can grasp the marks easily. Moving to the next question. Okay, let me turn the page. And next question is about the matrices. Okay, D3. Okay, really easy questions. And let me read the question from the paper. Question says that on Monday, 40 adults and 20 children visit the museum. 40 adults and 20 children visit the museum. On Tuesday, 30 adults and 35 children visit the museum. The cost of an adult ticket is $2.50 and the cost of the child ticket is $2. The information can be represented in form of the matrices M and N. We have to find the matrix product. Okay, so first of all, it's really important to check whether we can multiply these two matrices or not. First matrix has the order 2 by 2 and the second has the order 2 by 1, as the columns of first are equal to the rows of second, so we can multiply them easily. So let's go for the process. Mn equals to 40, 30 and 20, 35, and I have to multiply it by 2.50 and 2. So apply RC rule. Okay, RC means that rows of first will have to be multiplied by the columns of second, and the product matrix will have the order, resultant will have the order 2 by 1, 2 rows and 1 column. 40 will be multiplied by 2.5, 40 multiplied by 2.50, and then plus 20 multiplied by 2, 20 multiplied by 2. Okay, and then what we have to do is, look, I'm taking 40 and I'm multiplying it with the first entry, and I'm taking 20 and I'm multiplying it with the second entry, and then 30 multiplied by 2.5 plus 35 multiplied by 2. 35 multiplied by 2, and now we have to multiply 40 by 2.5, 40 by 2.5, and that will be, let me perform the working here, that is 2.5. 2.5. For some time I'm forgetting about the decimals and zeros. 25 4s is 100. Okay, 100, and now this 0 I have left, this 0 of 40 and this 0 of 2.50 I have left, so I will be first placing 2 zeros to complete the number of digits in my working, and then I have to apply CIP, count, ignore and place rule. Okay, then count the digits after decimal 2, so it will become 100. Let me go over here, and this is 100, 100, and this is a simple multiplication of the numbers. 20 times 2 is 40, and then what I have to do is that I have to multiply 30 or 25 by 3, which is 75. And now look children, in actual question I have 2 zeros as well, so it will become 2 zeros I have to add, and then I have to count that in the question decimal is placed after how many digits. So that is placed after 2 digits, so I will be placing the decimal and it will become 75 plus 70. 35 times 2 is 70. Now this will become 140, and 0 plus 5 is 5, and 7 plus 7 is 14, and 145. So MN product that we are getting is of answer 140 and 145, and it is having the order 2 by 1. Really easy questions. Okay, only we have to focus on basic concepts. And then the next part says that explain what the number in your answer in part A1 represents. As the question says, on Monday 40 adults and 20 children are visiting the museum, and on Tuesday that 30 adults and 35 children are visiting, and the cost of one adult ticket and cost of one child ticket is given. So by multiplying the number of adults and children by the total by the cost of one child's ticket and one adult ticket, we can get the total money of tickets on Monday and total money of tickets on Tuesday. Total money obtained, or total money obtained on Monday for the sale of tickets on Monday and total money for Tuesday. Total money for Tuesday. I hope really clear about this question. And let's move to the next question. The question says that the museum increases the cost of the tickets by 10%. Complete matrix P to show the new ticket costs. Okay, now look, the museum has increased the price of the tickets by 10%. So first of all, what we have to do is that, as we know that in percentages, in order to find the increase, we have to first find the percentage increase and add it up to the original money, and then we'll be getting the answer. So for adult ticket, cost of adult ticket is actually 2.5. So for adult ticket, first of all we have to find 10% of 2.5. So as this is 2 marks question, so we have to show the working. 10 over 100 multiplied by 2.5. Okay, and now look, this 0 goes with 0, and if I'm removing the decimal here in order to make calculation easy, I will be getting 25 by 100, which is 0.25. So the new price of ticket for adult, new price adult ticket will be equal to 2.50 plus 0.25. So what we have to do is that 50 plus 25 is 75, so it will become 2.75. Again, for children or child ticket, cost of child ticket for child, first we have to find the 10% increase in that. That will be 10% of 2, that is 10 over 100 multiplied by 2. 0 goes with 0, this is 2 over 10, and which is 0.2. 0.2. So new price after increase of 10%, new price equals to 2 plus 0.2, and that is 2.20. And as we have to give our answer in form of the matrix P, so matrix P will be having the entries 2.75 and 2.20. So it will become 2.75 and 2.20. I hope you are really clear about the second session of May-June 21 2-1 paper, and please watch my lessons, like, share and subscribe the channel, and press bell icon to get the notification of every lesson in time. And I'll see you in the third session. I'll be completing my paper in the third session. Okay, so if you find any difficulty, I'll be giving the link of the lessons in the description box, so that you can easily access to first session and second session and third session. Thank you very much.